All right, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our soft, soulful Sunday. We'd like to ask you to please turn off your cell phones at this point, and we're going to get right to it with our opening song. So if you're ready, here we go. Everybody on your feet. I know it's so quiet.
Welcome. Wait.
All right, you go.
Welcome to the new. Mike just said this. Welcome to the new Zantini 9 a.m. service, where Xanax and martinis and the music's very soft. Did you get that? Did you get the new softer version of the music this morning? Are you in a coma? What is that? Come on, wake up. Let's go. All right, bring this song on. Let's go. All right, come on. Let's bring it in. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Woke up this morning with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Walking and talking. Come on, keep singing with me. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Walking and talking with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hi. Hey, say hello to somebody around you. Welcome them to the center. Living and loving, let's go. Living and loving with my mind. Last verse, sing it out. Set on spirit. Living and loving with my mind set on spirit. Living and loving with my mind set on spirit. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah. Last time. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. All right. So good morning, everyone. Did you notice this morning, I woke up this morning and it felt just a little bit chilly, just for like a second. Just I opened the door and I went, oh. And then the sun came up and that went away. But it was okay. We had like a second. So I'd like to welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living. Jerry-Lynn, guest artist. Would you like to introduce our guest artist today? So tell them about it.
We are so lucky, blessed, all of the above. We have a fabulous entertainer with us today who came all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, baby. So he's an amazing artist, and I know you're going to love him. Please put your hands together for Jonathan Curran.
Thank you. Good morning.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why? Why? Oh, why can't my dream come true? Oh, why? There must be peace and understanding sometimes, a strong wind of promise that will blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun. Well, hope keeps shining on everyone. Tell me why can't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud that's covered with rain. We're trapped in a world that's covered with rain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. Deep in my heart, there's a beckoning candle. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure that the answer's gonna come somehow out there in the dark. There's a beckoning candle there in the dark. And while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream, please let my dream come true. Right now, while I can dream, let it come true right now. While I can dream, let it come true. While I can dream, while I can
Hey, all right, beautiful. Wow, thank you so much. Wow, thank you. That was beautiful, man. Thank you. Oh my God, that was great. Okay, I'm in a good mood now. All right. Not that I wasn't before. So our mission statement. Every week we do our mission statement to remind ourselves why we're here. The Center for Spiritual Living has been here 45 years this year. 45 years we've been in this building. Can you imagine that? It's so funny when, remember when The Secret came out? And everybody's like, ooh, The Secret. The Secret. I'm like, we've been teaching it here for 35 years before The Secret came out. It's like, it's no secret. We've been teaching it right here. It's not a new thought. It's an old thought. Now we have it. So let's remind ourselves why we're here. Go ahead. We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives, one heart at a time. Take a deep breath in. Let's bring the lights down. One more deep breath in. And we can change the world, one heart at a time. And we can change the world, one heart at a time. I see you, I know you, you're a part of me. And we can change the world, one heart at a time. And we can change the world, one heart at a time. I see you, I know you, you're a part of me. My heart is open to love. My heart is ready to love, love. And we can change the world. One heart at a time. And we can change the world. One heart at a time.
And so let us join together now, heart to heart. And in this beautiful moment of quiet and peace, let us recognize an invisible essence, the ultimate stuff and intelligence from which everything comes. It is a power that is positive and constructive, back of all creation. It is everything. It is the thing itself. And I am an integral part of this creation as such, a perfect expression of my source. That this same essence flows through me as it flows through each one of us, urging us to partake in a greater way in the goodness of that source I call God. And we know and feel that essence all around us, below us and above us, that we are immersed in that intelligent force. And we learn through this teaching, the science of mind, that we can direct the creative process of that source through our thoughts and feelings. That the very activity behind that creative process we call the law. A law that must give us what we claim. And with the feeling behind our thoughts and words, there is a greater impetus to bring it forth. And so I do my spiritual work without anxiety, but with anticipation, excitement, expectation. Never with coercion, but always with that understanding, that conviction that the law is always working for me. And there is never any compulsion from me, but simply that awareness and acceptance, believing that God's goodness is here all the time. And so I make my claim right here and now. I claim that goodness as perfect health and wholeness. I claim it as abundant happiness at all the goodness that is in this life. I claim it as loving relationships and reverence for all that our source has created. And I claim peace beyond confusion or conclusion based on any appearances, for I know that there is a divine order of goodness beneath it all. I feel it's done. I release it to that law and let that law do its perfect work. And I see it demonstrate as that life. And if this resonates with you, let us affirm it together as we say. And so it is. Amen.
So get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. to the deepest kind, to the sweetest kind of life. My soul. Please join me. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. In to the deepest kind, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul. Let's take a deep breath in. And one more deep breath in. And again, this is one of my favorite songs that we sing after meditation. It allows us to bring in perspective our connection with people all over the world. And so as you sing this song, I'd like you to imagine just going from one country, one culture, to another, to another, to another. And picture looking in the eyes of someone else and singing this song to them as they sing it to you. What a great place this world would be if we could all see each other this way. But as you give, you shall receive. And so when we sing this and we put this out there, we just know it does come back to us pressed down and flowing over. So here we go. Face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. Hold on one second, Jerry Lynn. Keep playing. Keep playing. I just had this idea. Why don't we, no matter what side of the political aisle you are on, why don't we send this energy to our government and the people who are in our government? Whether you agree or disagree with what's going on, I think we need to remind ourselves that everyone is the face of God and the face of love. So let's do that. Let's put our differences aside and let's see them as the faces of God that they are, that we are. So let's take a moment, because there's so much discourse in the outside world. Let's take a moment and just concentrate on that. And then you could go wherever else you want to go in the world. All right? So let's do that together now. Everyone is the face of God. Here we go. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. Go anywhere in the world. Here we go. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. You are the face of love. One more time, face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.
This is one of my favorite songs by James Taylor, and I'm a big Maya Angelou fan. And it reminds me of a chapter out of one of her books, but in lieu of the chapter, I'll just give you a quote. If you must look to the past, do so forgivingly. If you must look to the future, do so prayerfully. However, the wisest thing is to be present in the present gratefully. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Any fool can do it. There is nothing to it. Nobody knows how we got to the top of the hill. Since we're only here for a while, might as well show some style. The secret of love is opening up your heart. It's okay to be afraid, but don't let it stand in your way. Anyone knows that love is the only road. Since we're only here for a while, might as well show some style. Give us a smile, and isn't it a lovely ride? As you're sliding down, gliding down, try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. Now the thing about time is that time isn't really real. It's just your point of view. How does it feel for you? Einstein said he could never understand it all. With planets spinning through space, a smile on your face. Welcome to the human race, and isn't it a lovely ride? As you're sliding down, gliding down, try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. Now the thing about time is that time isn't really real. It's just your point of view. How does it feel for you? Einstein said he could never understand it all. With planets spinning through space, a smile on your face. Welcome to the human race, and isn't it a lovely ride? Oh, as you're sliding down, gliding down, Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. What a lovely, lovely ride as you're sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time.
Jonathan, beautiful. Thank you. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Yeah, all right. When are you guys performing in the Purple Room again? October 20th. Chadwick, when are you performing? Aren't you performing? November 4th. Jonathan and Chadwick. Jonathan and Chadwick, stand up. These guys perform at the Purple Room too, so support them in Palm Springs. You guys are a couple, right? No? I was going to say cute, talented couple. Really? I'm bitter. Never mind. It's all right. I'll let it slide this time. Okay. Today my talk is called Lose the Consciousness. You know how he's talking about building consciousness? You know, I was saying we're building consciousness, creating consciousness. Some things we need to lose. We need to get rid of. So here we go. Yay! Okay. Are you on an endless merry-go-round in your mind? Pick one. Financial, relationship, health, career, retirement, whatever it is. Are you on a merry-go-round where you just, in the morning, you wake up and you just hear the music and you just step on the merry-go-round and around you go all day long? Anybody? Oh, good. Quite a few. This is good. We get on the merry-go-round and the music keeps going on. And we keep riding the ride over and over all day long, don't we? And every once in a while, we get distracted, so the ride stops for a minute. But then as soon as we have the ability to go back, we jump back on the merry-go-round, don't we? And it's not always the merry-go-round of something positive happening in our life. Usually, it's the merry-go-round of, okay, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to get this done? What's next, right? So here we go. Maybe here we go. I'm on the verge of a breakdown, William. You're going to watch it right here. Boy, you can put this on YouTube. You got me a new clicker.
No, that's the old one. This is the new one.
So, can you go back? Because I just double-clicked. Hang on, I'm sorry, people. We have technical difficulties right now. This is the way it works. Can you go back one, William? Go back one. So, how did we get on this ride? How did you get on the ride? Well, everything in your mind turns into matter. Every pattern turns into tangible form and every thought to experience. The first determines the second. So how you got on the ride is your mind bought a ticket and keeps buying the ticket to get on the ride. Do you think you need to get a different ticket? Buy a different ticket to get on a different ride? You have to buy a different ticket because the mind turns into matter. Everything that you think turns into some experience, some demonstration. Pattern turns into tangible form. When you have pattern thinking, it's definitely going to turn into form. And all thoughts are experiences. So the first determines the second. Every thought is in some way a demand that you make, a demand. I love that, a demand that you make. And I think Reverend Ruth Ann, in her prayer this morning, said something about, claiming things into the universe. I claim this for myself. I claim this. And we make a demand on the universe, a demand that is automatically acted upon about a lawful and logical manner. So when we make demands upon the universe, there is a logic and spiritual law that makes those things happen. And they're reliable, they're tangible, you can count on them every single time. Just like gravity, if I were to sit there and drop this, it would go down. The law works. Spiritual laws work if you know how to work them, and they work whether you know how to work them or not, which is how we get wrong tickets for the wrong ride. Thank you. One more time. There we go. All right. Some misconceptions that we have. Because some of us bought tickets early on in our life. You know, if everybody talked about last week, if you give a child between the ages of 0 and 7, they're programmed to believe certain things. And I think a lot of people were programmed to believe a few things that I'm about to put up here. First off, man is conceived in sin and born in iniquity. Ew. May have been a sin while they were doing it, but outside that, you weren't born from sin. Really? Come on, wake up, 8. It may have been fun that they were having, but you weren't born in sin. That's terrible. But if you were born and you were raised in a family where people thought you were a sinner and that it was original sin, you were the origin of, think about it. Think about it. As a little kid, you are the origin of sin. But I didn't do anything. You know, I think about that. I was christening my niece, my great niece, Clara. And as I was christening her, I was thinking about I'm looking at this little baby who's just, gurgling and making, bodily sounds and stuff. And I'm looking at this beautiful baby. How could anybody think that this is what original sin looks like? That's craziness. But if you believe it, and it's programmed into you early on, then part of a program, like a computer that's playing in the background of your mind, sin means missing the mark, right? So you have a pre-programmed idea in adulthood that you are pre-programmed to miss the mark, which is why we ride the merry-go-rounds as long as we do. Okay? To me, it's a lie, but a lot of people have believed it because it was in a Bible somewhere. But look at what kind of harm something like that does, to believe that you are the original sinner. Another one, man is naturally a depraved creature. This is a lie. That's a lie. We're not like that. All these thoughts about man, you're a worm of the dust. Remember that one in that prayer? Oh my God, anybody anybody have that worm conversation in church? Anybody? Oh, okay. If you go to Assembly of God or Southern Baptist, you are told that you are a worm in the dust. So if you're before 7 years old, you go to Sunday school and they tell you you're a worm, can you imagine that the rest of your life program that you're like, you're worse than that? No. So it's difficult to emancipate ourselves, but we can. And here's the good news. It is wisdom acting on mind that changes it, destroys the error, and brings us to the truth. So wisdom is power. Knowledge is power. Knowing how to work spiritual laws, then you become powerful. If not, you become powerless, and those things are always driving you back to the merry-go-round. Does that make sense? All right? So realize that. You are in a partnership with the infinite. You are in a partnership with the infinite. Think about it. You and the infinite are in business together. You have a silent business partner who knows everything and is willing to back you on everything that you think, say, or do. Wow. Have I misused my business partner? Anybody? I've used it right in many cases, but there are many times when I have not used that properly. I have used that spiritual backing to bring something into my life that really was a ticket for another merry-go-round. All right? We can start a new habit. We talk about that easy. Nothing is static. You have access to the most reliable of spiritual laws. You have access. Say, I have access to the most reliable of spiritual laws. Say that. I have access to the most reliable of spiritual laws. Do you believe that to be true? Do you believe that the more you know about spiritual laws, the better your life is going to be? Yes. Then why are we not immersing ourselves into the idea of learning spiritual laws and practices? All right? So your thought is creative, not because you will it, wish, hope, pray, or long for it to be so. It's creative because there is a creative law operating upon it. You did not make this law, you only use it. Are you following me? All right? Your thought is creative, not because you're wishing, not because you're hoping, right? Not because you're begging, not even because you're praying or longing for it to be so. It works because the creative law acts upon your word and your thoughts, and that is a spiritual law. That is a spiritual truth. And so sometimes we work it really well, and sometimes not so well. Freud said that neurotic thought patterns will repeat themselves with monotonous regularity throughout life unless they are changed. Freud was saying, as long as you keep it, unless you do something specific, things are going to remain the same. And I'm going to talk about my class that starts tomorrow. Because I hear so many people complaining about their financial security or lack thereof, but I don't see a whole lot of people signing into a new idea about how to get that. And so I'm going to encourage you to say, look, if you said prosperity and financial abundance is one of the merry-go-rounds that you're on, and you're not taking a class to try to fix that and to learn how to fix it, you think it's just going to happen by itself? It's not going to happen by itself because those are the patterns you've already been using. That's the merry-go-round. If you want to change merry-go-rounds, you've got to get into the class to change the merry-go-round. You need to learn about how spiritual laws really work and that they're reliable every single time. And so the next 10 weeks is an experiment of using that law. Just an experiment. After 10 weeks, you can disengage. And I'm going to go one further. Show up tomorrow and just listen to what is said. If you don't like it, don't come to the second class. No obligation. Don't even buy the book. Don't buy a thing. Just show up and listen. If it doesn't move you, then you don't come back. But if you're moved, it may be the ticket you've been looking for, but you've been too relaxed to join in on the journey because it's an uncomfortable journey to make. So jump in and just think about that. There is a spiritual law that's reliable. Circumstances do not create themselves. They are always molded by someone's thought patterns. They don't just create out of this randomness. It's created because we've created them. And most people live condition-based lives, not vision-based lives. That's an ooh. Think about it. Most people live conditional-based living. In other words, my conditions are driving my daily activities. The things that may be right or wrong, but most of them are challenging. My conditions, the outward side conditions, are driving what I'm doing. Instead of living from a visionary place, a vision, that's what changes. When you have a visionary idea and you live from a visionary place, then the vision pulls. You know how we've talked about desperation pushes until inspiration pulls? So many times we come from a place of desperation because we don't have the idea that we need a vision of what we want so that it can pull us in that direction. We think that if we get pushed far enough, we can get pushed into a vision. Does that make sense? But lose that consciousness. Ditch it. That doesn't work. You're not going to get pushed into your good. You're going to get pulled in by vision. Make sense? Things in your life are your solidified thoughts. Sorry, Annie, I keep spitting today. I'm sorry. It's holy water, showers, leftover vodka. I don't know what it is. Things in your life are solidified thoughts. Things in your life are solidified thoughts. Think about that. The merry-go-rounds that you're on, you built. No one else built them. The merry-go-rounds that you're on, your consciousness, your thoughts created the ride. And your thoughts continue to power the ride. And some of your merry-go-rounds have turned into terrifying roller coaster rides because of what you have programmed it to do. Think about it. It's almost like a cartoon with the merry-go-round that goes really slow, and then somebody turns it up really fast. Next thing you know, you're hanging on to a horse when you're spinning around, looking like Superman flying in the air. We are the ones who controlled that. The things in our life are the rides that we are on are the rides that we have created, the speed of which we determine. All right? When we follow our deepest desires, listen to the voice of our inner knowing, welcome change and believe in possibility, that's when Spirit is working. When we follow our deepest desires, listen to the voice of that inner knowing and welcome change. Oh, I'm challenged by welcoming change. Welcoming change requires me to go into a place where I am not comfortable. And that place is when I'm not in control. And when I have to hand over something, and I have to watch something take form, it's really challenging to hand over that kind of power for yourself. But if you hand it over with an inner knowing, that's the difference. When I hand over with an inner knowing, then I know it's unfolding for my highest and best good. But if I hand it over with a question mark, then I'm actually questioning what's going to happen. There's a difference in the way you pass it off. Does that make sense? Okay? So when we welcome the change and open up to it, Spirit's at work. Out-of-the-box thinking. Here we go. Out-of-the-box thinking and living. Why are you living a conditioned-based life and not a visionary life? How big of a life could you live if you had everything you needed or wanted? How big of a life would you create? What sort of goals would you have? What kind of vision would you have? What kind of life would you lead if I said to you, you could have all of that and then some? What would your daily schedule look like? What would your weekly, your monthly, your yearly, what would the next 5 years look like if I said to you, the kingdom of heaven is yours now, let's use it. Let's work the spiritual laws to figure out how to work it. What if you were given that gift? Everybody's waiting for genie to show up in a bottle. That genie doesn't exist. The only thing that's going to show up is you and your ability to change these thought patterns and to learn something new to create the life you've always wanted to live. But it's going to require you to go out of the box that you're in. I always tell people in my classes, you're going to have to give up Dancing with the Stars. You can DVR it. You can watch it later. But the whole thing is that you have to be willing to jump into something first in order to make that change. Embrace the vastness of possibility. Think about it. We live thimble-based lives of grains of sand. But you're looking at how many grains of sand are on that beach. But why do I only tell myself I'm only to have so much? I'm only to have the certain kind of relationships, or I can only achieve health to a certain level, or I can only have so much financial abundance, or I can only enjoy my job so long and then something else is going to happen. How we get that consciousness, we create the ride. The consciousness creates the ride, and then we determine the speed. Am I making sense? Are we good? All right. Also, open the top thinking. We place upon ourselves the limits we experience. Quite often I do that. I work out with a trainer, and so he'll say, we're going to do 12 of these reps. So all I'm thinking is, how many reps am I going to do? 12. I got to get to 12. Just got to get to 12. And then he'll get to 12, and he'll say, I want 2 more. And I'm like, I hate you. I hate you. I'm having real feelings, bad, negative feelings that a minister should never feel about a human being right now, right? Especially on leg day. I'm having bad feelings about this because you told me 12. And now you really wanted, why didn't you, and I'm done, I'm like, why didn't you just say 14? Why didn't you just say 14? He said, because your muscles are prepared for 12. Your consciousness sets the muscles in action. You're prepared for 12. But when I bounce you to 14, you get pissed and you do even more. And I'm like, why did you do that? But if he said 14, what I would have done is I would have taken my energy and divided it by 14, right? Instead, I give my full 12, and then he's like, now punch out 2 more. He actually creates a situation where I have to expand that, and it's not like a surprise, but it's a limit that I placed upon myself because someone else placed it on me first, and then I accepted it, and then when they expanded it, I resisted it. Are you following me? Our words, thoughts, and actions limit what we express if we place ourselves in narrowly defined boxes of ability, talent, beauty, and wisdom. Once we start limiting the box that we have because of our age, because of our whatever condition we have, once we start limiting our boxes, then our experience becomes limited. And I really don't think we were meant to live limited lives. I mean, I see some really crazy 80-some-year-old people doing crazy stuff. And I love that. I'm thinking, where did you get that energy? Because I see other ones that I know people that have died at 30, but are still living at 75. Do you know what I mean? Something died in them, but they're still breathing. You have to ask yourself the question, am I busting it out? Am I enjoying this experience? Or am I just on the merry-go-round? Does this make sense to you guys? Time to get off the ride and accept God's desire for us isn't the constant merry-go-round of chaos and disorder. God does not desire us to stay on those merry-go-rounds of disorder and chaos and doom and gloom and fear. We are meant to live in the magic kingdom, not the tragic kingdom. Right? We're meant to live in the magic kingdom, not the tragic one. And so that requires us to really examine our ride and what we're really doing to change it. I'm a firm believer that the only way to change it is to dive into something new. And it's beyond Sunday. I'm excited to teach this class. It's one of the best classes we teach. And I'm telling you what, I guarantee the results. I guarantee it. And I just want people to go. The prayer request line is filled with people looking for that financial security. I'm like, oh my, an abundance in relationships, an abundance of health, and an abundance of all areas of life. And one thing triggers the other. And I'm like, just give yourself the chance to do that. But show up and give yourself the chance. Or be happy with your merry-go-round. It's pretty simple. If you like the merry-go-round, hey, stay on it. But don't complain about the ride. Again, if you like it, if you want to stay on it because you're not willing to make the change, then guess what? You can no longer blame anything or anyone outside of yourself for the conditioned-based life that you've chosen. Inspiration and vision, working spiritual laws, that changes your life. And so ends your lesson. Thank you, everybody. Huh? We're doing offertory, and then we're going to do the, yeah. We have another committee we want to introduce you to.
A what?
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Okay, I'd like to call the concierge to please come forward. So this is the time that we prepare. We prepare our offering to the center, our giving to the center. So those of you that are live streaming, there's a button there also to donate, or you can also text your offering. So let us be prepared. Let's hold that. Let's just consciously hold our offering, knowing that it is going out into the world. Let us say our prayer together. I offer this gift with joy and gratitude. I receive freely and I give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center. Thank you.
All right, let's sing together, everybody. Here we go. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Keep it going one more time. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Here we go. It's up to me to be thankful. It's up to me to be kind. It's up to me to be grateful. It's up to me. It's up to me. All right, everybody on your feet. Come on, sing with me. Come on, here we go. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Last time through. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life.
All right. All right. So, Mr. Peck, this is Gary Peck.
Formal.
So formal. So, Gary, how long have you been coming here? You drive up from the upper desert down here, don't you?
I live on a horse ranch in 29 Palms. I've been coming here for close to 7 years now. Whatever 168 services turns out to be.
Wow. All right. All right. So, obviously you like it, right? Good. All right. So let us say let us bless this offering together. We bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is spirit in action. As this currency flows through our center and beyond, it blesses many lives, including my own. So this is Tom, and he's part of the Abundance Committee. So he is accepting the offering on behalf of all of our congregants. Thank you. Thank you both.
Thank you, Tom. You're not going anywhere. I need you.
Oh, you're taking it.
I need you.
Let Tom take it.
Let Tom take it.
No, he's going to go back there.
We have a logistic thing going on with Elizabeth
right.
in the back. All right, so we're going to introduce the. You're it. All right, here. Where's the? Thank you. So we're changing something around the center, and I think you guys are going to be excited about it. We're going to have what we call a member council. And it's basically an initiative from the Board of Trustees because we hear that people want to, and the Abundance Committee, because we hear that people want to engage more with our center and create more community. So we're creating a membership council, and we want you to be a part of that, a member council. And we realize that there's a lot of people that want to take action and do some different things, and we need to be able to focus that attention, that energy. And Dale, do you want to talk about it a little bit?
Sure. So this is all about developing inner community and outer community, and we want all of you, whoever is interested, whoever has ideas that would help us come together as a spiritual community and to take it out into the bigger community, we would love you to join us. And we're going to be meeting on Wednesday, October 17th, 5:30 p.m. here. Dr. Joe's going to be with us to just brainstorm and see what we want this to grow into. So it's a very organic process, but we think the time has come because we want to build our community and create something very strong and powerful, and you are it. You're the foundation for it.
So I want to read the purpose, the mission statement of the committee, just so you know, because we really want you to get involved in this. This is about, reaching out and doing a little bit more in your spiritual community. The purpose of this council is to organize fellow members for projects and outreach aimed at creating a greater sense of spiritual community and connection. The council represents the members of CSL PD, our organization, to provide meaningful opportunities to connect as a spiritual community and to create outreach projects to serve internally as well as those in need in the Coachella Valley. The council shall be self-directed and appoint leaders as needed and will report to CSL, our committee, and will have for input and support. So it's a mission-driven organization looking for you people to join us, all of us, so we can make greater connection with each other and then also make greater connection with the community. So we hope you join us in October. We'll keep announcing it until we have the meeting. And just come and listen to it and give us your input. We'd love to hear what you have to say and how you'd like to see the center grow in our community as a whole. All right? Great. Thank you, Dale.
Thank you.
Did you have something else?
No, that's it. I'm done.
Okay. And I would just like to add to that, our international organization, now you probably maybe don't even realize we are part of a global community, and they're always looking for leaders from centers to be on that international group. I would love to see somebody from our center step up and eventually run for one of those positions and be more involved on an international level. So this is a great opportunity. Looking forward to it myself. All right, William. Oh, so let me welcome our visitors. I'm so sorry. Who is here for the first time? If you are here for the first time, please stand. We have a gift. We'd love to welcome you. Don't be bad. Oh, welcome. All right, welcome. So what we're giving you is, oh yes, Mom over here. Give one for Mom. What we've given you is a CD container with information about who we are and everyone here. And also, what we would like for you to do is, it's empty. There's CDs up front. Please go to the welcome desk and pick up a CD. We welcome you, and if you're from the Valley, we'd love for you to come back. If you're visiting, enjoy yourselves. So we've got our announcements now. Never used to this. I think I'm coming back next week.
Here are this week's announcements. The Edinburgh Lecture is an exposition by Troward. Defining the Basic Elements of Metaphysics, Spirit, and Matter. This is a 10-week course taught by Reverend Ruth Ann Banner. It is an accredited course and begins Tuesday, October 2nd, and meets from 9 to noon. Sign-ups are on the patio immediately following service, or just simply call the office. Reverend Laura's book study begins Tuesday, October 2nd, with The Book of Love and Creation. It all starts Tuesday, October 2nd at 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. Pick up a flyer for more information. This is a love offering class. The Rainbow Alliance presents From Moons to Wings with Emmy Award winner Yolanda Nava and Grief to Laughter, Living in Spirit Saved My Life. Sunday, October 7th, beginning at 12:15. It happens in Costa Hall with a light brunch. A love offering of $10 is suggested. Please sign up for the special event on the patio at the Rainbow Alliance table. Mark your calendars and plan to attend. Special musical guests from America's Got Talent. Now CSL has talent. Michaela Phillips will join us on October the 14th. Watch your emails for her videos and see her on YouTube. It's finally here. It begins Monday. Are you signed up to begin unwrapping the life you came here to experience? Join Dr. Joe Hooper as he leads a 10-week course in abundance called Prosperity Plus. It all starts Monday, October 1st, with a morning class at 9 a.m. or an evening class at 6 p.m. Sign up on the patio immediately following service and get ready to unwrap that package beginning Monday.
Okay. And don't forget, if you did not get an invitation for the gala, please go out to the table at the out there. There's a table. Pick up an invitation for that.
One more thing. At the gala, I want you to know something. At the gala, remember I always talk about on Sundays I go dance all the time? Remember, you heard me say Sundays I go dance, Sunday afternoons? I go to a place called Oscar's down in Palm Springs, and I hired that DJ to DJ this dance here. So I can guarantee you there's going to be a lot of fun dancing. I promise you. So think about joining us because it's we're going to put a dance floor out here. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. I get to dance on a Friday and a Sunday. So I hope you're able to join us and get the tickets on the way out on your way out. All right?
Thank you, Dr. Joe. Let's see, what else? I think that's it. All right, don't forget we have our prayer team over in the Om Room. If you're going through anything, please join them. We have our coffee and conversation donuts are out on the patio now that it's nicer. So please, everybody, go over there and get some coffee and donuts and socialize. And don't forget, my book study starts this week. I'm looking forward to it, Dr. Joe. The weather's gone down and the classes have come out. So look at our calendar again. It's full. So you know what? If you're on that merry-go-round, it's up to you to do the work that it takes to get off of it. So and don't forget Jonathan, he was fabulous. I was trying to decide if you were like Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, Harry Connick Jr., I don't know, but he was fabulous. Anyway, he has CDs out there. Please support him out there and take them home with you. So let's just do a closing prayer. So let's just take a deep breath in and so... Yes, I have a ticket to ride, and that ticket to ride is Spirit. Spirit is the one that is driving this merry-go-round. I direct it with my thoughts and my actions. And I know that my life is amazing, that I claim it, I demand it. I demand that all is well. I demand that I live a life of health, prosperity, love, and divine creativity to help and be part of a world that works for everyone. I know that each person here is that face of God, and I know that each person I meet outside of these walls is the face of God, and I live from that place. I live from that knowing. And so I am just so grateful for this center that gives me the tools to navigate my life. And for each person here who is such a part of my life and the life of this center and of our beautiful musicians and practitioners and ministers and staff, I know that we are truly blessed. So I just let go, release to that divine law, to that divine spirit that always says yes. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you. And anybody who's interested, has questions about the member council, will be out front, Tom and different members of the Abundance Committee. Thank you.
Every day I wake up and I say, today